How are my friends doing? I'm going live. It's been a little bit. Been a little bit of a heartbeat. Thanks for showing up. And let's talk about brains. Everyone dreams about having a better brain. I don't know anyone who doesn't want to have that. I mean, just imagine if you were born and you were given, like, later on when you're of age, you were given a car, yet that was the one car that you had for the rest of your life. How well would you treat that car? How well would you take care of that car? Well, we're given one vehicle. We're in this body and this brain to control everything. And how well are we taking care of it? So I just want to check in with everybody. I just posted something on Instagram saying that we grow by stretching ourselves and exploring the wondrous worlds that live beyond our current abilities and our understandings. And it just made me think about connecting with you and see how your world is. How is everybody? Are you safe? Are you strong? I posted also in Instagram in the stories some Q&A. So tomorrow I'm going to do rapid Q&A and try to answer as many questions. I also have been replying to about 20 texts a day. I usually do 25 a day, but we've been a little bit less. So my text number, if you're here in the United States, is in my profile. It's so good to see you. How are you? Ask any questions you have. Enjoying my super brain quest. Thank you, JB. Appreciate it. It says marketing, safe and strong. Great. Safe, strong, sanitize, sane, I hope also. Ty, forget your signed copy. Appreciate you and all your inspiration that you post. Hi from India. Really excited that the book is available in India. Go to Hay House India. There's links there also as well. Thank you to our followers and our students out there. What brand of turmeric do you like? I use a natural organic source. I go right to the source. I don't have a favorite brand though. Favorite book of the year so far? Wow. I read a lot. I'll show you my library one time, and I'll go through it. I'll actually answer that. There are a number of books. Do I do cryotherapy? I do cryotherapy almost every single day. I met Wim Hof early 2013. I have some early photos of us over 7 years ago, and so I think cold is our friend. I do ice baths almost every single day. I recommend cold showers, cycling off cold, hot, cold, warm, or cold, warm. I'd love to meet you in person one day. Likewise, I can't wait till we go back on tour. I'm so looking forward to that. I lose my voice a little bit because of all the trainings we're doing online. We're doing 2-day lives for students every Tuesday and Thursday. Some of you know this. So links in my bio if you're a student or you're a parent of a student. Check out the links in my bio on our student program. How long do I meditate? I meditate twice a day, 20 minutes a day. I mean, that's my non-negotiable. It's something I must do. And so I don't... How do you memorize short scripts? And so if you search Jim Kwik, memorize scripts, there's 2 podcast episodes and whole write-ups. So I would look at that because I give a dozen. My 12 C's for learning scripts. A lot of what I do, it's the fundamentals and it's very basic. So that's a good primer for it. Divine, I can't wait to meet you in person one day. I can't wait also. I cannot wait to get out there. Who's your favorite author? And what subject? When people ask about books or authors, let me know what subject, because what kind of book do you read? Another great question. What subject? Because I read a lot. Favorite book of all times? I mean, I could grow in my shelf. I might have shelves of books. How about Quick Books, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey, late mentor of mine, Magic Thinking Big, great book. I could do this all day. Mindset by Dr. Carol Dweck. Man's Search for Meaning. Think You Were Rich. Can you memorize books of the Bible? Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings. A lot of memorization of things. How can I improve my memory? Go to the free memory course that we have in my bio. You have 3 videos. Do I only read hardcover? No, all these that I pulled out are all softcover books. So I prefer print over digital reading because I'm always on a screen. And so don't you want to read? I think we spend so much time on screens, but I love it that we're on a screen right now talking about that. What's your favorite book? Hi, Hay House Inc. Hay House is amazing. They're my publisher. I want to buy your book, limitlessbook.com, and we give a 10-day course on there also as well, and a book club. Magic Thinking Book is the best book. I agree, it's one of my early influences. How can I get used to cold showers? I don't think that you ever do. I grew up in the Northeast, and I despise the cold, but I get myself to do it because if you know my formula for motivation, P times E times S3 that I talk about in the book, big enough purpose. Do I use a mind and memory palace? I do for some things, not for certain things. It works out really well. If you're not familiar with that, go to the 3 video course that I have, 3 free videos at my profile. When we're done, immediately go to the link in my bio, and there's a ton of free webinars on speed reading, memory improvement, and so much more. Love from India, much love. I just did a whole program in Southeast Asia and South Asia for entrepreneurs. So if you're burning questions, put it and post it in my Instagram. I did a Q&A, and I'll go through. How many hours do you read in a day? I read about an hour a day. I'd rather go a day without eating than a day without reading, honestly. It's something I must do. Speed reading, yes. So there we do a free speed reading memory class, and it's jimkwik.com/reading. It's free. We need your skincare routine. That's going to be not that impressive. Very, very natural. Okay. Hi from Sydney. I'm in Australia twice a year, so unfortunately I go every September and every January. Love that shirt. Thank you. jimkwik.com or shop.jimkwik.com. You can get all of it. Also, link in my Instagram profile. We donate proceeds, or part of the proceeds, to Alzheimer's research and education for kids. Last week, we donated $50,000 to Pencils of Promise, so we're really excited about what they're doing. We built schools for them everywhere from Guatemala to Ghana. I need to start my online business, but health is number one. Health should be number one because that's your energy source. They say that someone who has their health has 1,000 dreams. Somebody who doesn't have their health, they have one dream: to get back their health. Who are you? If we're new, my name is Jim Kwik, and I'm all about the brain. Come to South Africa. I was there last September, actually. We did speaking in Johannesburg and different places. Sydney, love Limitless, almost at the end. Thank you for all our friends in Australia. Thank you for the amazing support there. The book was number 1 on Amazon for quite a few weeks. Reading to change my life. Thank you. Amazing. I think we appreciate that. Book Limitless, change your life. Thank you. You know, when I talk about Limitless, the Limitless is basically, I believe there's a version of you that you have not met yet. And my goal is for you to just keep on showing up, playing full out until that person, you get introduced to that person, right? And so when you're faced with a dilemma or a decision, some kind of choice point, you don't want to ask yourself necessarily what you need to do. Ask yourself, who do I need to be at this moment? Make that decision. I talk about this all the time, but in Limitless, I have this quote that says, life is a C between B and D. B is birth, D is death, C is choice. All right, make the choice. You know, if you decide to be compassionate, you decide to be confident, you decide to be determined, you decide to be loving, you decide to be kind, the behaviors happen organically. So have your to-do list, also have your to-be list. What's on your to-be list? Thank you. I now read twice as fast. Awesome. Great job. Where can I get the book Limitless? Limitlessbook.com is where you get your free gifts and the books to international. The book will come out in over 24 countries next year. So I'm so excited. It's translated in you name the language. So I'm very excited about that. How long do you sleep daily? I'm not a good proxy for that. For those of you who read the book, I had a very severe sleep apnea. It's a breathing disorder. it's not, I might fall asleep right away because I have, very practiced mind and training that way, but a breathing issue, and it's a physiological issue. I stop breathing about 214 times a night on average, so I wake up suffocating. I have a CPAP device, a dental device. It's it's real attractive, but it's not for me how much you sleep. It's really the quality of the deep sleep and the REM sleep that you're getting. Where you're really recovering your body and your brain. So it's not, the question is not how long you sleep, but the quality of your sleep. Some people can have alcohol before you go to bed and they'll get knocked out, but they won't get good quality sleep. So that would be something I would look into. Also, I'd be thinking about, it's not how much, time you're sleeping, it's what you're doing when you're awake. I think that's equally important. Jim, do you have an app? Who told you what's coming? We talked about it in the book. Something's coming. It's awesome. So awesome. I cannot wait. Thank you for everything you share with us. I appreciate you. You have an oxygen mask too. Oxygen, very important for the brain. Your brain is only 2% of your body mass, but it requires 20% of the oxygen, 20% of the nutrients. We have some big podcasts coming up. I just built out a new studio and I'm very excited to record some new content from you. Elon Musk. I have done training at SpaceX, but posted photos on there. Very stimulating for me in terms of what I get to learn and be around rocket scientists. Quality of sleep is much needed. Yes, prioritize your sleep. How's everyone's sleep? What's your best sleep tip? I mean, part of this is the community here. People ask, Jim, how do you become limitless in a limited world? We do it together, right? I'm actually losing my voice because I'm speaking so much. But we do it together. So share your best practices. I'd love to know, are podcasts on Spotify? Absolutely. It's on Spotify. Search Jim Kwik. We have, over 3,000 5-star reviews on iTunes, but thank you for all that. I'm training to sleep with my mouth closed. That research is highly suggested you do that. They have, maybe I'll do a sleep episode. If you post that on, that's one of the questions. I use a very specific sleep tape that actually, so you want to train yourself to breathe through your nose more. Venezuela, best sleep practices. Myotape's great. I recommend them. I have no financial interest in them. Sleep, do before I was in, for better sleep. No sugar past 3 p.m. Good tip. No caffeine past 2 p.m. is generally well accepted. Caffeine could stay in your system for like 8 hours or so. Why should we write down our dreams? We have 6 steps for remembering your dreams. One of them is recording. And so big recommendations to remember your dreams. There are treasures to be mined in your dreams. I mentioned this. Frankenstein came to Mary Shelley in a dream. Paul McCartney came up with the song Yesterday in his dream. A chemist created, the framework, the periodic table in his dream. What are you dreaming about? So remembering your dreams is very important. So we talk about that in the book. Also, if you search Jim Kwik, Remembering Your Dreams, we've done a podcast episode about it. Intermittent fasting, I do that on occasion. It is, I want to get into ketosis. 4D Fighting Arts, good to see you. Amazing work, amazing. Thanks for the art that you've done for Limitless. Some of the graphics, amazing. What do I need to do to teach my kids so they can be successful and happy? Great, successful and happy. Well, I think happiness is, happiness is the new rich, right? Connection is currency. I would say that health is wealth and kindness is cool. And it always has been, right? This always has been. So these aren't new things. But I love the distinction between successful and happy. But I really think success, you need to prioritize happiness. I feel like that if you could you could do work that you love or find the love in what you do. There's 2 separate things. Do work that you love or find the love in what you do. You could add 5 days to your, every week. Saw you with Djokovic. It changed me. Yeah, he's special, amazing performer. Time is a commodity. Yeah, it's not about, for me, it's never been about time management. Time is the one thing we all have equal, right? Not everybody has equal income. Not everyone has equal connections. Not have equal education. But we all have equal amount of time. We all have 24 hours in the day. We all have 86, I'm just amazed, imagine this, 86,400 seconds a day. It's how we're investing that and how, in terms of what you're getting in return. So for me, it's not time management, priority management. Manage your priorities. Remember this, the most important thing is to keep the most important things the most important things. The most important things to keep the most important things the most important things. Yes, definitely screenshot this and share this. That would be awesome. What were we talking about before? I was talking about that we need to keep showing up. That there is a limitless version of ourselves that we have not met yet. Keep showing up, keep playing full out until you get to be introduced to that person. Do you develop passion or do you find your passion? Great question. I just posted about this last week. I believe you can discover your passion, but it's also cultivated. Just like you could discover somebody you could have true love with, but it also takes work, so you also have to build it. So you can find love, but you also have to create it and build it every single day, if that's a good metaphor. Passion for me is something that lights you up. Purpose is how you take that passion and light somebody else up. So for me, I grew up with learning challenges. I'm very passionate now about learning. So that lights me up. What's my purpose? Sharing that passion with others, teaching people how to learn, and that lights up other people. And that's my goal, is to light people up. I want to sleep. Time is when you should go to sleep. Prioritize your sleep. That's more important than listening to this me ranting and stream of consciousness. In the quest, you say, together everyone achieves more. Yes, I think we all need people to encourage us, to cheerlead for us, to be there for us, to challenge us, to be kind to us. And if you haven't found that person, be that person for somebody else. And especially be that person for who? For yourself. So make sure. Part of self-love is falling in love with that person in the mirror who's been through so much, but is still standing. So make sure you acknowledge, how far you've come, and make sure you celebrate your small wins, because that's so important. It's 4 a.m. in India. Get off the phone. If it's 4 a.m. and you're supposed to be sleeping, do that. Ketosis, important for the brain. Yes, some of the research that we've had on our podcast from experts talking about ketosis. We've talked about ketones and using them as an energy source. I would listen to the episode. Are you always happy? No. I'm not always happy. I think that the range of emotions are important for all of us. I think we have to feel that spectrum, but we could also decide what we put energy to. And I also think happiness, there's a science and an art to it. There's a science, there's a biology to it, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, and there's an art of it also. And then there's not just one thing. I think it's very important that, talk about happiness. There's some people view, let me end with this because I have dinner waiting. Some people view emotional and mental pain as less traumatic than physical pain. Like, it's more common that you could, let's say, like, you could say that your head hurts or that your knee hurts, but that's more acceptable to say than my heart or my spirit is broken. And so the frequent attempts sometimes to hide or suppress that internal pain can create more of a burden. And so I would say that, seek help if you need it, that no one is an island, and you're not alone if you're going through this. We live in very interesting times for sure. But sometimes we have to be able to let things go, and it's not always easy. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's also going to be that hard. And so we've done multiple episodes though on mental health, and I would really check that out. Benefits from video games. It depends who you talk to. So we could do an actual episode on that. Using video games can help with reaction times, cognitive tasks, focus, attention. And just like a lot of technology, there's a benefit, and also there could be a drawback. How do you improve my memory? Oh my goodness. Go to when I'm done, which I'm wrapping up right now, go to my profile. We have a free masterclass on speed reading, 3 free videos on memory improvement, but watch it. You have to do the work for sure. Build a habit little by little, little becomes a lot. 4D fighting arts, absolutely. IQ, I'm not a big believer in IQ as a number that represents intelligence at all. I talk about it a lot in the book. So I'm not, Owen, a big fan of it. IQ suggests that you take a test when you're 7 and that's your potential when you're 77. I don't think it's fixed, and I don't think it also measures the spectrum of intelligence. There's kinesthetic intelligence, musical intelligence, there's interpersonal intelligence, there's intrapersonal intelligence. So I don't think it's a good gauge, and a lot of better things you could measure it by. How many hours of sleep a night should I get? We answered that question earlier today. Love both your courses so much. Thank you very much. Killing automatic negative thoughts. Okay, everyone. I just want to thank you for just tuning in to this. Just remember to stick with it. I mean, one of the most important keys to achievement is having the discipline and the drive to do what you know you should do, especially when you don't feel like doing it, and your ability and your willingness to do difficult things actually paradoxically makes your life a lot easier. And just remember that life is not about being fearless at all. It's about moving forward despite those kind of fears, that the treasure you seek is often hidden in the work that you're avoiding or that you're kind of putting off. And so sometimes when you do those little things that you're avoiding, that it'll set you free, and it'll free you also from the fear itself. And so I appreciate all of you. Thank you for showing up for you. And let's meet that most incredible version of ourselves, the true nature. I feel like you need the curiosity to know yourself. So that's why you do talk therapy. That's why you meditate. That's why you journal. You do all the things to help to get to know yourself. But also, once you have the curiosity to know yourself, remember to have the courage also to be yourself. You know, like when I spend time with seniors and I coach them online, I hear also a lot of unresolved, unfulfilled past, if that makes sense. And you don't want that to be you. All right. So what I would say is the thing that you're kind of avoiding. Sometimes the thing we're avoiding is the thing that we need to kind of shine a light on. And I want to let you know that you could do it. That what lies in front of you, it pales in comparison to what lies inside of you. And you have greatness inside of you. You have genius inside of you. And let's have more of those kind of conversations. All right. So thank you so much for watching and tuning in. And go to my profile right now. Take a step towards action. Join one of those free programs we have in my profile. And I wish your day today, no matter what time it is, be full of lots of life, lots of love, lots of laughter, and always lots of learning. Remember, may you wake up, your mind is energized. May your heart be inspired for a new day. May you move in the direction of your dreams. May you find beauty and gratitude in the small things in life. And when you go to sleep, may you go to sleep knowing that you can handle whatever this week has to throw at you. And be limitless, everybody. Thank you.